I spent so much on shipping and customs that I will never do that again. So I either wait for a friend or a friend of a friend or a family member who's visiting somebody that I know coming from the States or Canada to bring me something, or I don't order it from the US. I'm not paying that. It's highway robbery. Hi everyone, it is 2025. I hope that your year is off to a good start already. I'm choosing joy this year. I refuse to be taken down the road of cray-cray and confusion and fear. So my New Year's resolution, I don't usually have them, but I'm gonna give myself one this year, which is to guard my heart and my mind and only watch a tiny bit of news, just what I need to know, just to be prepared for things, but I'm not going to get caught up in the drama because it affects our health. So I hope that you are going to do the same for yourself, protect what's going in here and what's going in here. Okay, so yes, I did find a doctor. His name is Dr. Jeff Senechal. He's a functional medicine doctor and he was super helpful. I highly recommend him. Keep in mind when you're working with functional medicine doctors, everyone has their niche. Everyone has their way of doing things. So you're going to find people who understand your budget and want to work with you. You're going to find a lot of people who say they treat mold illness now. 5-6 years ago, it wasn't like that at all. And I don't know what happened. But all of a sudden, there's this big boom. And I think it's because of all the floods that have happened in the past 5 years. And a lot of people have just come up with so many issues, and their regular doctors are just throwing antibiotics at them, which just makes it worse, by the way. Antibiotics can make this worse because when you're dealing with mold and whether you've breathed it in through the HVAC or if it's behind a wall and it's poisoning you, you're still breathing in the invisible poisons, believe it or not. Your body is reacting to that and you have inflammation. But when your gut is impacted, because if you breathe in mold, believe it or not, it goes into your gut, and get ready for this, guys, it's gross. Mold colonizes in our bodies because it's looking for a warm, damp environment. So it will colonize in the gut. And that's why a lot of times you have brain fog, because guess what? 90% of your neurotransmitters are in your gut. Did you know that? I was blown away when I learned that. I always thought that your neurotransmitters were all in your brain. 90% are in your gut. So when you're having gut health issues, you're going to have brain issues. No doubt. No doubt. So sometimes it's just because you ate some food that you might have an allergic reaction to, or maybe, the whole Thanksgiving, you eat a lot and whatever. And maybe you feel a little brain fog, but it goes away the next day. But if you have consistent brain fog, a lot can be going on. And so one of the first things that they're going to want to do is heal your gut and kill the mold that's living in your gut. It also colonizes in your sinus passageways, guys. It goes into the brain as well. So this is no joke. You would think they would tell us this, but they don't. They don't tell you this. They tell you it's common indoor mold and it's no big deal. So where was I? Okay, so if you were looking for a functional medicine doctor, you're going to want to look for someone who can work with you via Skype if you are planning to move abroad. I suggest those guys because they're going to be working with you and working for you. And they are not, if you're via Skype, they kind of know that they may not be sending you a ton of supplements that they have on their shelves because you're all the way in, wherever you are, but they're going to suggest things to you. They're going to be less likely to just be trying to make money from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whereas some of these other people where they want to do every test out there that I don't particularly agree with, but hey, that's their thing, and they're going to want you to buy their stuff. It's very expensive. So in any case, guys, I just wanted to say that yes, there are doctors out there. If you need help weeding through that, or if you want to have more of a back and forth discussion, you can definitely let me know. I'm setting up my website now, so we can book a call, or we can try to do something on Patreon so that that's really affordable for everybody. I want everyone to get what they need. If you want me to do a deep dive video about it, I can do that too. It's just I can talk a lot. And I've just noticed that a lot of the videos now people are making shorter, but I have no problem talking a lot. So if you're interested, I'm happy to do it. I can talk for a long time. There are a lot of great supplements out there now, more than ever. And I will be doing a video about my favorite supplements. And one of the things that I have discovered is living in Europe, a lot of these companies that are considered the stellar brands that the functional medicine doctors and holistic doctors will carry in their practices, they are available in other countries. So they do have them in the EU, a few of them. And if not, they do have other brands, but the same types of, interesting supplements and, the most progressive nutraceuticals, etc. They do exist. And so if you're in the EU, you're going to want to order from another EU country online because of the shipping costs. You won't be charged the customs fees as they're entering into your country. But if you're not in the EU, then it gets tricky and you'll be paying more. I did try to have a few supplements sent from the US from my functional medicine doctor. I had little bottles like this. The good stuff can cost, $40-$50 for, a bottle of some supplements, etc. Whether it's high standard grade turmeric or some enzymes, bromelain, which is an enzyme from pineapple, but it helps me with the mold if I've, encountered any, or if I'm inflamed. There are all kinds of great things. I had a few things sent, and I spent so much on shipping and customs that I will never do that again. So I either wait for a friend or a friend of a friend or a family member who's visiting somebody that I know coming from the States or Canada to bring me something, or I don't order it from the US. I'm not paying that. It's highway robbery for customs. If you live in the EU and you're getting anything coming over, guys, it is highway robbery. I can't believe it's legal what they can do and charge you. And even if you have, on a side note, even if you have something that someone's sending you that's your own, let's say clothes or books or whatever it is that you already own and someone's just sending you, they take 25%. They want to know how much that thing was worth, and they're gonna charge you like you just bought it. They're not playing out here. So no, I don't do that. But you can find it in the EU. There's Amazon has some warehouses all over Europe, and then they just have a lot of really great integrative holistic websites, because in general that whole idea of supplements and vitamins and naturopathic stuff and even homeopathic stuff, that comes out of Europe anyway. They've been doing that for centuries. Herbs, you can find a lot of great stuff. You'll want to also check places like the Netherlands, because if you think about where the ports are, so the countries that are known to be the traders, not traders, but traders that trade and have a history of trading. So I found that the things that I didn't think I was going to be able to find here, I find on the websites of health and supplement companies in the Netherlands. So that's just something to think about. But usually you can just look up a supplement, just look up the name of it, and then just put in Europe and things will come up. As far as Northern Albania, someone mentioned that you were looking into Northern Albania. So here's one of the things. So that isn't a country that's in the EU at the moment. So as far as shipping, I don't know how that is. As far as if you get something shipped, let's say from Amazon Germany, where I order a lot of supplements from, If Amazon Germany goes to Albania, I don't know how much Albania charges for, customs fees and how difficult it would be for you to actually get your package. Here in Croatia, I haven't had any problems with my deliveries. I get my deliveries. One of the things about moving to a country like Albania is that if it's not in the EU, you have to remember that means there are a lot of things that can go. Like, it's kind of like the wild, wild west in a way, but also on the flip side, it's a country that's growing, right? So, you could be there in a time when it is shifting to the standard that you're used to. But if you want to go to Northern Albania and then let's say you need your supplements, you can always plan to maybe, drive up to Croatia or something, or to an EU country. You can fly somewhere, if you plan on seeing another city for a weekend and then have your things delivered somewhere there. Because a lot of those places have, like what we have, like pick up in a spot, you can pick it up at a local area that's some kind of spot that has been designated as a place to pick up packages. That's just a thought. I don't know that it would be that hard to find things like turmeric. Curcumin is what it's called in Europe, because curcumin is the high potent anti-inflammatory part of turmeric, which we call it turmeric mostly in the US, but that's a really amazing supplement. And if you get it from the right company that's doing it the right way, it can be a really beneficial supplement, and I'm going to talk about that in a video as well. But everyone jumps on the bandwagon, so everyone makes turmeric now, and no, they are not all created equal. And it's not the same as taking the spice, by the way. It is the spice, but they extract it at a certain, it's turmeric, but when they go for the actual turmeric root, they're extracting the certain part of it that is potent and very helpful with inflammation. So those things I think you could find. But what I would do is, wherever you are thinking about going, if you are dealing with any type of illness, or you're just a health advocate, you just like healthy things, start looking now. Wherever you think, hey, I was thinking about, this city. Well, look, do they have a health food store? Look online. Do they show what they have? Do they carry some of those basics? Things like your greens powders, or whatever it is that you like to take. That will give you an indication of what is available. Let me know what you think in the comments, y'all. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. Take care.